All right, it's Monday evening and I hadn't put any traps back out anywhere around the lagoons or for the city, but in the meantime I'm getting my traps ready. I bought some new traps. I soaked them and got the oil off. Now I'm letting them rust, which I've cleaned up out in the yard too a little bit. So I got stuff scattered everywhere. There's all my conifer bears. Got all my other ones over there. There's a few in there, but I took 2 of them over there and I'm trying something. What I'm trying is I got this dye here. Just wanted to see how they looked if I wasn't boiling them. They seemed to took pretty good. See what the other one looks like. Now that's just logwood dye, where I had used them and boiled the dye and boiled my traps. Just have it sitting outside, and I just decided, well, I'm gonna take 2 of these old beaver traps and just let them soak in there. Now it's probably between 6 and 6:30 Monday evening, and this is about the time I put them in it yesterday. So I've been sitting in there 24 hours. You ain't got nothing to do, let them soak. Now let's go check on the other ones that I got soaking in the water. I bought a dozen new traps. That's 6 of them back there hanging up, and I got 6 over here. So let's look at these. Some more that I had in the water. Well, they seem to be pretty good. I think I'm gonna go hang them up over there now. So let's get over here and hang them up. Got them hung up. There they are. I got them other traps I just took out the water hung up, and the 2 that was in the dye. Got them hung up. Look pretty decent now. All right, so I'm gonna let these dry a day or 2. I just throw them in this dye because I had it sitting there from when I dyed some here a while back. But I do want to do some of that like Dale Billingsley does when he's got some paint and a little mixture he's got. I gotta go back and watch his video, see exactly what he did. But all he did was dip it in there, pull it back out. It's mainly paint, you know, he painted them. And that's quick and easy, and that's a little bit more my speed. I like that a lot better than having to boil this and then wax and all of that. But all right, we're gonna see what the rest of the week holds. All right, man, Toot Man down here in the shop today. And what we're doing, we're getting ready to try to paint some traps. I got like a dozen new traps. I'm gonna get all my old traps redone. So what we're doing today is I got Toot Man over here drilling holes in this frame so we can put S hooks in it. I got a live trap up here so he can kind of work on it. So he's drilling my holes, and I'm over here doing making some S hooks. I'm just making S hooks. I'm just basically cutting me some short pieces, about 7 inches long. Got me a screw out of a hook, and that's how I'm doing it. Alright, this is all I'm doing to make the S hooks. I just put this in, go around this bolt a little bit. Nothing fancy. That's all I'm doing right there. Alright, nothing fancy. Just do it. And then when we get everything ready, we'll get it out here and get it set up. And excuse me, if we got time, we'll try to paint some. Just all depends if we got time or not. Right, when I was out here earlier showing y'all about this dip, I left it in there for 24 hours. I got it here and got to looking real close. I don't like it like that. I guess you really do need to boil it or do like I'm fixing to do. I'm fixing to just do like Dale Billingsley did with a gallon of paint and a gallon of thinner and just dip them. That's what I'm fixing to try. But this is what they look like. I don't know. Let me turn this phone around. Now you can see a little better. See, it kind of, well, some of this is trash on there, but it did do some flaking. You can see around the dog still. You see it on that chain. Yeah. And this one I've already rubbed and got a lot of the stuff off. So I'm gonna rub that stuff, try to get all that off, and then dip it and paint it. So that's what I'm fixing to do now. Toot Man is working himself to death over there. He's done got me 7 holes. Looks like maybe 8 holes. He's just about to be 9, he said. He's working on it for me. So what we're doing, we got them all lined up. We got them marked here for him. He's got holes up underneath, and I'm gonna put the S hooks in there, and that's what we're gonna hang the traps on. All right, before I get started with the painting process, what I'm finna do is I want these dozen traps I went and bought. They Duke number 4s. I kind of got them mainly for beaver, but I got the number 4 offsets. So if I wanted to, I could use them for coat. At least I'm gonna try. See what they look like anyhow. So let me get these things apart. I'll show you what I'm talking about. These are the new ones that I got, and what I'm gonna do, they 4 coil, and I don't even know if you noticed back there on the other ones, the black ones I was showing you about the dime, just leaving it in there all night. I done took these 2 coils off. So that's what I'm fixing to do to these here, is take these 2 coils off and just make it a 2 coil trap. Because I really wanted it for the height. I've been watching Dale Billingsley a lot because in my opinion that man knows a good bit and he don't mind sharing anything, and I've watched a lot of his stuff lately, and I noticed on my 550s for my coats, this here I was using them for beavers and coats, and this here was nowhere near about the same height to go way up on the leg. And over there trapping them neutral rats, I noticed that my number 4s did way better on the neutral rats. They got a lot deeper. They got a lot deeper down in there, and I don't think I really need all of that spring right there. So I'm fixing to take these off before I die or paint them. All right, well, I done got one off. And I don't, let's see, these are offset, so I'm hoping I can probably use them for the coyotes too. Well, if I figure that out when we do. So, alright, let's get this thing off of here. Other sag off. Y'all notice I just use whatever I can find that works. That makes it so much easier on me, and it'll hold just fine. So I got a dozen of these to do. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do them all before we get to painting, and I may end up painting tomorrow evening or something. We just have to see. You have to go slow, or that some gun will slap you. So we're just gonna sit here and take it easy and save these things in case we need them. In case I decide I want to go back to 4-coil, which I really don't see why I would, but you never know. So, alright, let me get these off, and we'll decide if we're going to paint them today or if we're going to paint them tomorrow. And I hope these things is rusty enough to paint. We may try a couple and see how it takes it. I don't know, but let me get these off, and then we'll decide what we're going to do about paint. That pan up, I figured out it makes it a lot easier. I know this ain't using none of the actual tools to get the spring off, but it seems to work. And that's the last one. I got my two that I had before that I was using over there catching the nutria rats. I got them off. There's my other dozen, and I don't know if y'all seen the YouTube of when Braden killed the hog, that 342 or 41, something like that, pound hog. Y'all need to go watch it. There's the skull to it, there's the teeth, there's the bottom jaw. One of the teeth was kind of broke off. But I got them all done. Still got all my fingers. And yeah, I got the 5 on this one too. They dirty, but they there. So, and it is 4 o'clock on Saturday evening. I don't think I'm gonna get nothing started painting, because I wouldn't have it about an hour because we're fixing to go eat. My birthday was last weekend, and we was mighty busy with fall festival and different things. My wife and daughter-in-law had a booth. And it was just kind of a crazy weekend with everything going on. So we decided we'd just wait a week and go eat. It don't matter. I'm gonna eat every day of the week, so it don't matter what day we go eat, because I plan on eating that day anyhow. And the older you get, to me, the less they have to celebrate mine. I enjoy just being with them. It don't matter. I told them we'd cook, but they were just dead set against me doing the cooking on my own birthday. So oh well, we'll go eat. But I'll get back with you, and we'll pour some paint in the bucket and see how this turns out. Just trying to get ready for my next little beaver job, coyote job, get back to the lagoons, or whatever it is. I want to just have them in the box. I got me a few boxes right there. I'm gonna put my traps in and keep them ready. So, all right, I guess I'm finna go clean up and shave and go eat. All right. Well, it's Sunday evening. I don't know, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I got the water boiling here. Fixing to get ready to boil these old coyote traps I have dyed and waxed and all that. If there's any wax on them, I'm gonna boil them in that water and get the wax off. Fixing to get the paint and stuff ready so we can dip all these things in the paint, get them all painted. Fixing to go ahead and see about getting my paint and all together for the other traps that I've never waxed. I've never done nothing to. They all brand new. So that's what, fixing to get that started. All right, I got all the traps that I had before that I had wax on. I have already got them boiled and hung up. They're hanging up over here. This little thing that me and Toot may have made yesterday, letting them kind of dry. I've already got the paint mixed up. This is what we use, a gallon of each. Put it in there. Just took that little mixer and mixed it. All right, and I'm gonna dip a few of them, get them hanging up, kind of get my little rhythm down, I guess, kind of figure out how I'm gonna do this. And then I may be doing a couple of them on here. Just kind of show you how I'm doing it. And you might give you a little start on what you want to do, and then you can kind of tweak it how you want to. So let me get a few of them dipped. All right, I done did a couple of them. All I'm doing is going in that first chain link here so I can get everything done the way I wanted it. And just let it all drain off. Fingering over here, grabbing that little swivel, taking the chain off. That's it. That's kind of what they look like right off the bat. These have never had nothing done. I just go in that first little link. So that'll do like that. Don't put it under that paint. And just let it drain. Grab that link. That's all I had to touch. Let it dry. I gotta go ahead and do these right here. They look like they're dry. Back here. Figured I'd drop it. We'll do this now. Got these gloves on because this is kind of oil-based paint. Probably stay with you a while. We'll let them kind of dry. I'm probably going to take some of them other ones off so I can have some more room or something. Do what I can do real quick. All right, let me give you a little close up down in the bucket. This is all I'm doing. Just kind of dropping it all, just covering up the chain and everything. Then just pull them up. Kind of let them dry. Like I said, now y'all go to Dale Billingsley brand lures. That's where I watched him do this. And this is a lot quicker and simpler than cleaning them up and then boiling them in dye and then swapping them over and waxing them. Which, I mean, I don't have as many traps as a lot of guys. I don't see how in the world somebody's got 200 or 300 traps do all of this. Especially with it dyeing and waxing and all of that. But another good thing that he was talking about is if you having to wax, dye and wax yours, if they get contaminated somehow, you really need to go back and get the wax off, boil them, then go back through the process again. Well, with this painting, man, you just go and wash them off and reset that thing. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. These traps here is what I bought for my beaver traps. These are the number 4, Duke number 4 offsets. And I'm gonna try to do them, you know, for both beaver and coyote. It may not work for coyote, I don't know. But we're gonna try it at least one time and see. You see these traps here, I ain't did nothing to these. These are just, except took them other 2 springs off right there. These, that's the offset. These here have just been soaked in Dawn and got the shipping oil off of them. Got that oil, and I let them sit out here for several days, and they got a little rust on them. When you're painting them, I don't know if you need to rust. I don't know. I don't know if you just need to clean them off. And we're gonna know here in a little while when this paint dries. We're gonna look at them and see. But that's all it is to it. Well, at least it appears to be to me anyhow. So, all right, I'm gonna do the rest of these. See what they look like. Alright, I got 28 foot traps dipped. I went ahead and I was able to do all my 550s, all my coyote traps, and this is what I had left in the bucket. I mean, it's still it's probably this much still in there, which ain't a whole lot different than what I started with. I mean, I forgot how many dozen that Mr. Dale said that gallon of paint and that gallon of mineral spirits would do, but it was several dozen. But I think, what did I say? 28? Let me count. Yeah, 28. I did 28 foot trips, and it didn't take me 10-15 minutes. And so far, they look like they gonna be good. That's my 550s. I had to come up with me a contraption on the 4-wheeler here with a rod and something to hold it. And then there's the all of them down through there. So I believe it turned out pretty good. I hope so. We're gonna wait and let them dry and give them a good looking over. And I got my chains here. I'm probably gonna do my chains in there and just go ahead and get them black. I don't know how good they gonna take it, but we're gonna see what they do. They may have to rust some. I don't know. Man, this is all new to me, and I'm trying it out. We're gonna see. You know, and that's what I figured out about trapping is take a little bit of what several people say and trial and error and tweak it and do what you like. And if it works for you, stick with it. If it's cheaper, you like it, stick with it. If you got the money to spend and do whatever, do it. I mean, that's why there's choices out there. Everybody can do what they want. So, all right. But now I think I'm fixing to get in here and take some of this old caster I got. I've been throwing it out a little bit. I had it in the freezer. Fixing to see if I can make me some beaver caster. Put some bait. That's what I'm gonna do. And I appreciate you watching. Man, y'all got any input? Put it on here. Comment it. Put any input on here. Because if it'll work, and I ain't, you know, I mean, I am open to suggestions. And don't be coming on here and telling me, well, that ain't gonna do that. You may not. If you got a reason behind it, it's constructive criticism, I'll take it. If it's just you being a butt, I won't even acknowledge it. But it's all a learning process. And if somebody's new and they had never seen anything as far as painting, that's what it's on here for. Kind of let you see how I did it. You may have a completely different way to do it. Go with it. Go with it. But I appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.